Hello, welcome back to our MekHQ playthrough, Raven Acquisitions. We're currently pirate hunting. We've had some pretty good battles. We got some salvage here and there. We managed to salvage a battle master from one of our last battles. I think it might have been the last one, but it's going to be down for a little while. It's still missing. We head capped it for one, so that needs to be worked on. We have a. I want to get right into this. We have a convoy raid coming up tomorrow. I already deployed, so I started recording, and I realized I went a day ahead. I realized that I wasn't I wasn't recording yet, but I deployed Delta Lance to continue scouting. I put Baker Lance in here for the convoy raid, and I reinforced it up to 1,000 battle value with the Valkyrie. Because the goal here, if it's anything like the last one, we can force the convoy to surrender by taking out the recon mechs, 50% of the recon mechs, and the op4. So we're going to go for that rather than destroying the mech recovery vehicles or whatever they are. Advance a day. Take a look here. This is today. Let's jump right in. It is a mountain map with cliffs. Interesting. Commence the drop. Convoy has like 2,200 battle value, so that's a number of mech recovery vehicles. And oh, they have infantry. Oh, we have a grasshopper joining us. Hopefully he won't be running around flattening the convoy, but they have some infant. Oh, they have hover jeeps, utility trucks, uh, firefighting ATVs, a buffalo. What is that thing? Cargo. Oh, I would actually like to capture that and add it to our convoy. Wow, look at this. Okay, well, this is different. All right, well, let's do it. Didn't see what any of the mechs looked like. Holy guacamole, this is a big map. So the enemy will be starting south. We're starting center, I assume. Yes. So this is some pretty rough terrain here for ground vehicles, unless they're hovercraft. So I'm going to start the Orion out in the center. Oh, what is that? That is Pirate Up 4. It's a Locust. Some infantry for the convoy. Okay. The Phoenix Hawk can start over here on the left flank. We'll put the Valkyrie on the right flank. Well, our left flank, technically, since we're going south. The Grand Dragon can be in the middle here to maneuver either direction. The Awestruck we're going to put here on the, well, what we're seeing is the left here. And the Awesome, he's going to chill out here near the middle so he can reach out and touch someone. And then we have our Grasshopper over here. And then the backup Grasshopper, which is the H model, which has the laser and the LRMs, fragmentation. That's good against infantry. But at least it's not under AI control. That is pretty good. That means we get to decide what it does. And is it a good pilot? Well, we're going to find out. So it'll be a fire starter and a construction mech that reinforce. All right, how good is this? How good is this grasshopper? 4-5. So it's okay. It's the pirate convoy's turn to move. Is it moving? Locust. That's convoy there. And They have, let's see here, a Wolverine. They have a, that's a convoy for the Bulldog, but they have a Crusader and a Wolverine. So if we could take out, what is that? Panther? Wasp. If we could take out the Wolverine and the Crusader, that should be more than 50%. And then we just have to wait for the rest of their mechs to arrive. So let's start this grasshopper south. Again, we're not too concerned about killing anything in the convoy. We're going to focus entirely on the mechs. It's a big old map. We should have enough time to get the mechs down before these convoys can get anywhere near the north of the map. But we'll see. It's going to take us a couple of rounds before we're even within PPC and LRM range here. And the bot is struggling a little bit with all of these little thingamabobbers here. Bird strike lance. Hey, uh, we're even acquisitions. Don't know if I like this whole bird strike thing. Let's see here. Take a look at our contract. We get 50%. We get salvage. So potentially we could like capture some of a couple of these transports for our own use for the convoy. Start like a whole new convoy lance. I do like that idea. It's just taking the computer a while to calculate where it wants to go. Luckily, it's pushing both of the mechs that we want to take down. They're pushing them towards the middle, which is good. Here's the Valkyrie. It's taking a while. It's flexing its little AI brain to figure out the best moves. There's a lot of units. Not quite sure how many, but it's a lot. All right, move up the awesome. I think that's all of our forces. What are we missing here? Oh, the grasshopper. Our job is pretty easy here. We're just running as far south as south will take us. And we are out of range for LRMs. We're not too worried about that. We're trying to reach these mechs, so it's going to be a couple more turns before we're within range. Just want to skip everything. Come on. This is a way different convoy than the previous one, which had 2 mech recovery vehicles in it. So we're going to drift a little bit on our screen here to the right. If we were looking at it from the perspective of our mechs, it would be to the left, but I think I'll just start referring to it on like screen right and screen left, just so there's no confusion. I mean, that's a wasp. We'll take that down too if it presents itself as a target. Same thing for the locust. We will destroy whatever shows its face. Okay, we're going to start going this way. I specifically put some of our fast units out here on the left side to go after the locust, but all the battle value for the enemy mechs is really stacked up on the right side there. But once we get into action, Maneuver Lance has some pretty good pilots in it. We should start getting some damage in. Depending on what kind of weapons these little things have. Looks like that one doesn't have any. Yeah, I was going to say, depending on the weapons, we might get spammed with little shots here and there, but doesn't seem to be the case. Some of these big ones might be armed. AC-20. Oh, it's a Demolisher tank. Okay. That is Demolisher heavy tank AC-20 and Demolisher AC-20. This is a dump truck. I should actually take a look here. Oh, what is this? A large support tank. Okay, so a couple of demolishers. That is a Rhino fire support tank. So there may be more battle value here that we have to fight against than I thought. It's grasshopper. We're just gonna jump down here. Actually, no, we're gonna run like this. This guy's name is Shadowcat. That's Gremlin. That's Stranger Precious. And the awesome will go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not gonna move very far this turn. Just waiting. It's a lot for the AI to handle. There we go. Turn that way. We're drifting to the right to attack whatever we can reach. Those demolishers are a danger, but they are out in the open. This is not good terrain for demolishers. All right, so what can we shoot? Nothing with the AC-10. What about the LRMs? I can reach the demolisher. That's a dump truck. I can reach the demolisher on 9s, so we'll do it. Done. Large laser, nothing. Just out of range for the PPC, but the LRMs. 13s, 13s. And 11 will do it. Large laser's not going to reach. LRM 10 can reach. We can shoot at the is that that's a Rhino fire support. We will shoot at that and maybe we could knock something off of it. And PVC, nothing. Okay. LRM 5 on this grasshopper. What if I twist like this? 11? Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? Nobody hits with anything. Waste of time. Waste of ammunition. Waste of money. Waste of effort. But we do intimidate them. I think those were fragmentation rounds on that grasshopper anyway, so I'm not even sure if that does anything to vehicles. I think that's anti-infantry. But this turn here, we should start getting our PPCs into range. This lance in particular is kind of PPC heavy. It's not like Alpha Lance with the 3 Warhammers and the awesome. It's still pretty PPC heavy. We're going to move Grasshopper. Hang on. We're going to move the Grand Dragon. We're still trying to get over here to these mechs, so we're just going to run down there. Oh my gosh, are these things armed? Not really. Okay. Orion, off you go. So if it takes them like 3 turns to get this far, it's going to take them another 3 turns to get up here probably. That starts to flatten out a little bit. Actually, this train's very broken, so it might take them 10 turns to get up to this point. That might give us enough time to get these mechs down. And there will be reinforcing. What round is this? This is round 3, so they should have deployed. I think they did. I think that is the, oh my gosh. That should be the fire starter. There it is. And then they had another, here it is back there, carbine. That fire starter is actually going to be the majority of what we have to destroy for the recon mechs. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. We'll march the awesome over here. And again, we're not worried about the convoys because according to the information that I got from Discord last night and today, the convoys can give you some bonus loot at the end of the battle if you capture enough of them. If we can capture all these, it should give us something, right? A little something, something. We're going to maneuver all the stuff we have on the left, so this Ostrak will go next. So go to the Ostrak. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we'll start maneuvering stuff here on the right. Like once we get an idea of where the enemy's at here. This Wasp has a +3. Does this have weapons? Nope. Wasp has a +3. The Wolverine has a +2. And the Wolverine is the bigger threat. What's going on over here on the left flank? That little guy there is just getting out ahead of the rest. And the cool thing is, even if we won't be able to fire at the enemies here on the right side very well, there should be a couple demolishers just sitting out in the open here. ep23. ep20. Interesting how they have their ammunition split. Grasshopper. Go. I thought when you took specialty ammunition, you had to take it by the ton or half ton. I didn't know you could do like, because you get 5 shots or whatever per ton on AC-20. Whatever, let me hover over this for a minute here. Let's see, where's these demolishers? Over here, over here. You can see that it has yeah, it's like 1 turns, 1 turns. I don't know, I don't get it. All right, where Valkyrie? Here we go. So we're going to, don't really want my Valkyrie getting shot, so I'm going to back him up a bit. And that'll put him at medium range. That will do. He is a fire support mech. Hey, cool. He's slowed down half speed. So won't expect that guy to be getting very far this battle. 9s on the Demolisher versus 10. Okay. So we'll twist and fire at the Demolisher a bit. Large laser just out of range for the Demolisher. What if I twist this way? Just out of range for a lot of stuff. The AI is good, pretty good about staying out of range of your weapons until it's actually time to go. 11s, and 11. Nothing on him. LRM 10. Yeah, now I'm being shot at. Partisan Rhino tank, 8s. I'm going to shoot at the Rhino tank. I have the best chance of doing some real damage with a LRM 10. And it looks like I only have shots on the Wolverine. But next turn should be a little bit better. I should get most of what I want into range. We're going to fire at the support tank in the back. Again, it's the best chance we have of doing actual damage to anything. Crusader, we'll fire some fragmentation ammo at him. Hey, we hit the, yeah, there you go. So we almost got a critical hit, so we're doing some early damage. We're not kicking anything, even though that would have been it would have been hilarious. Just sort of uh, roll through the middle of the convoy, just kicking stuff left and right, kicking over vehicles like Godzilla. Let's get this awesome on the move. So we know the infantry can't get away. And we know that that one hover tank isn't going anywhere. The Orion is going to go down here. The Grand Dragon is going to go. Well, we don't want to go quite there because that means you get kicked in the face. We can go right here. As much as I want to go full speed with them, moving this far is enough to get me the +2. That's good enough. Oh, I can't go through this little tank, huh? Wow, aren't you annoying? We'll just jump over you then. It's going to mess with his gunnery, but we're not really, his main weaponry are the medium lasers anyhow. And then we're going to go, let's see here, that's the Demolisher. So maybe I will go down here and start aiming for the Demolisher. I'm on 9 hexes away at least, I'm 10. Perfect. I might do the same thing with the Ostrock. Just leave a little bit of threat over here on the left side. The Ostrock and the Phoenix Hawk make a pretty good team for that purpose. Essentially just hitting the Demolishers as much as I can with large lasers, hoping for the best. And once all these tanks get out of the way, is that another, it's not a combat vehicle. So I go like this, and that'll put me 6 away. Yeah, so I'm within minimum range, but that's okay. Still getting a +2 movement modifier. We hit the Wolverine in his leg with a PPC, so that one leg is weakened. All right, Grasshopper. That's a +1. We're not really going over here to chase these, so we'll just go through the rubble to right here. Not rubble, but rough terrain. All right, there are hovercraft slipping and sliding all over the place. All right, Orion, what do you got here? Twist, Demolisher on 8s. Don't mind if we do. Done. Large laser on 7s. And then the Grand Dragon, he would have partial cover, so I'm going to go for the Rhino support vehicle in the back. On 11s, what is this thing? That's a dump truck. So we'll just fire one large laser at this thing. Valkyrie. He would not have partial cover, but I do have 6s on the Rhino. And that Rhino has LRMs, or it should. It has two LRM 20s. Quite a nasty little vehicle. Then the only thing my Awesome has shots on right now is this Wasp, but we can fire a couple at it. Maybe we can get 12. Go for some boxcars. PPC at the Rhino. And this thing jumps, so I don't imagine it's going to have good numbers against anything. 11. We'll fire him. It's not going to overheat me. Okay. Nice. So the Rhino support vehicle is slowed down. And that's really about it. Scored a few little hits here and there, but these are the opening salvos. Still need to keep an eye out for the recon mechs that we need to take down. Hopefully they'll come in and actually start engaging with us and not just try to run away. Like here's one of them, and then the other's out here on the right. Here it is, this thing here, envelope. It's only worth 216 battle value, so really, if you possible, you want to focus on the one that represents more than 50%. So we're going to walk the Awesome forward. And the reason why we're doing that is it can't get a movement modifier right now other than +1. So you may as well walk it and get the walking modifier to shooting. We'll move this Orion forward, even though it puts us within the danger zone of that Wolverine. The name of that Demolisher is Bongo Drums. I like it. That's its style. Puts me at long range on this Demolisher. So 5.6, and he flanks at 7. He would need 11s to hit. He'd need. I don't think he could actually hit me, so we will run the Awestruck forward, even though the other Demolisher can maneuver just like that. I would expect this wasp to come down here and start flanking a little bit. They have not yet. Oh, I can get the Grand Dragon up here to kick, but I do want to see where this, where the Wolverine ends up going. So the Grasshopper's going to cruise. What are these things? Dump truck, so we're okay there. I get a +2 modifier this way, but he can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'll be able to kick me there. So the Valkyrie is going to back up a little bit to get the +1 modifier. And we're hoping that the Wolverine has not moved. Okay. Well, in that case, then we'll just do this. He jumped for 3, so I need a... How good is this pilot? It's a 4/4. Not great, but at least I'll be closer to getting in range of that Rhino. There's the Wolverine. Now I can just run straight ahead. Like, I'm just going to walk him then, in that case, like this. So he fled the battlefield south. He's not allowed to do that. I think he's sideslipped. He has to go north. That should be count as a capture for us, but I don't know. All right, what about this Wolverine? Eating 7s. That's pretty average. So we're gonna unleash on him the P-Hawk. Eating 7s. We're gonna overheat a bit for this, but it's worth it if we can demolish a demolisher. I'm not gonna shoot at the fire starter with a dragon. Ostrock. 9s. We'll give him 1 large laser and give him a couple mediums. Valkyrie still needs 6s. That'd be awesome. Twist. 9s. 9s. So we'll add to the pain of the Wolverine. And then medium laser barrage here. Actually, I can use PPCs probably for better effect. 6s. 6s. When you get a 6 on a fire starter, you do it. Even if you do want him to remain on his feet and not fall over. Alright, how do we do? Let's put some damage to that demolisher. Oh, I just ate an AC 20 round. You need an 11. Got an 11. -1 movement point on the Rhino. Okay. That's about it. Let's see. We're gonna go for this kick. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Boot to the head. Done. Yes. Okay. Well, the recon mechs are down to 25%. That means we just need to worry about the op4. Just got to knock them down to 50%. Yep. All right. The awesome is going to march on up here and turn south. We're not worried about envelope anymore, that construction mech. Poor little Ostrock over here took a nasty hit. They have moved Demolisher. They've moved both demolishers? Okay. Cool. So this gives me a +2 movement modifier, but it puts me within 6. So what is the, we checked our, so 6 is medium range. So we're gonna go like this instead. And that puts them at long range and puts me at medium. Now the question is, are these demolishers, yeah, they're on turrets, so we do have to be careful here. This thing is only a +2 movement modifier. Oh, I'm running hot. That's what's going on here. Okay. So we're going to jump out of the way a bit. If we can take out a demolisher, that is a nice chunk of the ep4 battle value. Grasshopper can go like this. And the ground forces aren't even halfway across the map yet for the most part, which is good because once they get like down in this area here, they're gonna go slower, but once they get up here, they might be able to find routes to go a little bit faster. Valkyrie can go like this. That puts him at 7. And then the Orion goes here to short range for his weapons. We just have a grasshopper left, I believe. Well, 2 grasshoppers. Just gonna walk. And then the Grand Dragon can go and stand on the tank. There we go. All right, Orion. We're just gonna fire a few. Let's lay off of the SRMs. Keep our heat below 5 extra so we don't slow down. And the Phoenix Hawk's running hot, so we're gonna skip on this turn. The Grand Dragon gets shots at Wasp and a Crusader. He has a better shot at really hurting the Wasp, so we will fire PPC at that. And the Ostrock being 10s or 9s. Well, let's just fire at the one that's easier to hit. And we're not going to go overboard on the heat there. All right, PPCs. 10s versus 7s versus 10s. So we will unload all 3 PPCs. The Grasshopper needs 5s to hit that Wasp, so we're going to do that. Again, if you get good shots at a light mech, something that's fragile, then you take them. All right, the Rhino is down to half speed. Kick him. Still got a lot of armor on there. That Rhino and the Demolishers represent a pretty big chunk of the enemy battle value. All right, the Awesome. He's just going to park himself right there and stay still. Meanwhile, the rest of the convoy is retreating, but if we kill their escorts, then they surrender. All right. The grasshopper that's on loan to us is going to run up here like so. It can take a little bit of damage. The employer can pay for it. That's our liaison. This Wolverine, is he jumpy? He is. He's a jumpy boy. So what do we got left here? Valkyrie can fall back like so. We're just trying to get some of this up forward to actually make some moves here. They're not really doing it, however. So we're just going to use our awestruck to maneuver a little bit over here. These two mechs, the Phoenix Hawk and the awestruck, they're keeping that Locust and two Demolishers busy on that flank over there. Man, they still haven't really moved over here. So let's get the awestruck, or the Orion, over here. That Wolverine's going to be able to get into my back arc if he really wants to. Our Grasshopper is going to back up a little bit, get a movement modifier going. And his back is protected by the Valkyrie and the Awesome. Man, they're just not moving their mech forces. Grand Dragon. He's just going to turn like this. Moving our stuff that has a lot of armor first. Do I really only have one mech left, the Phoenix Hawk? Yeah, look at that. Like, they've moved almost nothing on their entire team. That Phoenix Hawk gets hit, it's going to hurt so bad. So let's jump over here. You don't want to catch an AC-20 with a Phoenix Hawk. It's just not really made for that sort of thing. And it looks like the Wasp has taken some center torso, lost an arm. The center torso probably took a PPC hit, so it's in danger. Fire, fire on the Crusader. I like the Crusader. It's a decent mech. We can twist like this and get some machine guns on that Locust. You want to fire the PPC? Nope. He jumped, so he's a hard target. I'm gonna fire into the Rhino. And we twist. What is this thing? Is it chasing me? Does it have weapons? Is this kind of in the way? Needing 8. Let's do it. And then the Valkyrie can shoot at the Rhino some more. The Awesome is going to shoot at the Crusader. We're going to put all 3 PPCs into him. The Grasshopper is going to do pretty much the same thing. Now, as much as I like the Crusader, it is a walking bomb. 8. All right, so we're just going to focus on the Rhino. There's a lot of ammunition inside the... Oh, switch to Tracer due to better damage potential. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, there's a lot of ammo floating around inside that Crusader. Let's check out his armor scheme. If I kick him in the, if I hit him in the left leg here, that'd be pretty good. I hit him in the left leg and hit his hip. Nice. That is fantastic. It's another long battle. This is a fun one. It's not a big city fight where everyone's, you know, it's like, well, I know I have to take this amount of damage every turn because I have to slowly walk on this pavement and get eaten up by turrets and, go point blank with some mech. But the Awesome's just going to chill out. The Valkyrie, I'll walk forward a little bit. How's that Rhino looking? It's close. It's close to being dead, but it's not there yet. So what can I move? Let's move the Grasshopper like this. Well, then I would have a Rhino in my back, but the Rhino can't move. These mechs are still not moving very much, are they? Well, in this case, we can back up the Grand Dragon a little bit. Well, we know the Crusader's not going anywhere. Well, not going anywhere too fast, at least. The Orion can walk up here. Just get him up on that little elevated area so you can have a look around and shoot some stuff. And then the Phoenix Hawk can go like this. He'll still be within medium range. But that's also... Oh, caramba. So these guys are cruising. So that's +3 to hit me, plus 6. So they need 11s and 12s to hit me. It's worth a risk. Let's do it. We gotta do something here. I kind of wish I'd sent one more mech that way, but hindsight. Okay, done. And we're going to twist and fire at the damaged demolisher. And needing a 7. We'll fire a medium in there as well. And I have not too good shots at the Wasp, but I do have good shots at this Crusader who just decided to arbitrarily stand up. Twist at the damaged guy. We'll fire 1 large laser at him. And then the Valkyrie can shoot at the rear of this Wolverine. No, he's going to have like a bunch of stuff shooting at him. So I'm going to shoot at the Crusader because it is a very easy target at this rate. And now on 8, nope, we're going into the Crusader. We're only firing 2 PPCs this round. Cool down a little bit. And I can twist. And twist. And this goes into the support vehicle there, the Rhino. Done. How we looking here? Didn't hit that ammo. Crusader down. Again. We're gonna kick this thing. Oh my goodness, it's still alive. It's got 3 hit points left on the turret. Ay caramba. Alright, well, it's down to 67%. We're almost there. Not too much longer. I know it's dragging out. We're in the 50-minute mark or so here. I can get a +2 by doing this. And that does set me up a little bit for a head kick from the Wasp, but he decided not to go for it. And we're just skirting around the medium range for these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. Yeah, this still puts me at medium range. So let's go. Let's jump down here. And then the dragon's gonna walk his little self right here. The Valkyrie will stand still. No, he's gonna back up. As much as I want good numbers, it's still just an LRM-10. It's not worth standing still to get the good numbers. The Awesome's gonna stay where he's at. Sometimes with a mech, like you're like, well, if I stand still, I'll get good numbers. But then you look at, you really actually just look at it, and it's like, well, if I do that, we're gonna turn this grasshopper here. If I do that, he's gonna take a certain amount of hits, and sometimes you say, all right, well that's fine, mechs take hits, but then you're like, well, it's a light mech, and also, why am I staying still to hit with an LRM-10? Nah. So we're gonna twist and shoot at the Crusader. We're going to shoot at the Demolisher. We're gonna shoot at the Wasp, I think. Nope. Shoot at the Rhino. And this thing here. And we'll shoot at the Rhino some more. Because I anticipate being able to kick the if that grasshopper doesn't fall over somehow, I anticipate being able to kick at the Wolverine. Who do I shoot? I think I'm just going to try to finish off the Rhino. Put 2 PPCs into him. And we're going to put all our mediums into the back of this Wasp. And I will shoot at the Wolverine with these guns because he doesn't have a lot of armor damage on him. He's not critically in danger. Hey, we headshot the Crusader. And somehow that Rhino is still alive. Outrageous. Well, I can try to backhand this Wasp in the face. Wow, everything missed. Alright, how's the battle value look? Battle value 55%. So this should be the last round of combat here. And that Crusader, he's not too horrifically damaged. I'll move the... We're gonna... Hang on, let's do the easy one. The Awesome, stay still. The Valkyrie We'll walk forward a little bit. The Orion can go like this now. I was worried about that construction mech getting into a leg kick, like a flanking leg kick. So it's medium range. So you need 7. So you would need 8s to hit me if I did that. So we're not going to play that game. That's medium range too. We're just going to move away. We're going to do that. And Grand Dragon can go like this. Just get into a position where you can kick that mech. Go like this with the Grasshopper. We're gonna back this fella here up. So that shuttle also fled to the south. Let's see here. I'm gonna put some shots into that mech there. If we can knock it down or knock a leg off or something, we might be able to just capture it and add to the salvage. And we don't want the mech itself, but we want the value of the mech. And then this can shoot across. We're overheating a bit, but we anticipate this to be the last round. Right, so no shooting. The Valkyrie is going to shoot at the Wolverine. And we're going to twist and shoot at the Wasp. Not sure how the Wasp managed to survive being shot, let alone missing that kick. But he's got enough. There we go. He's center torsoed, I think. Yep, he's done. So that should be it. That should be game. I can maybe kick the leg off this thing if I'm lucky. And kick that thing. Leg blown off. Are we at 50%? We're at 49%. Op 4 and recon max. Now we do victory. We hit done. And all this convoy should surrender. Let's see here. Hit done. The enemy retains control of the battlefield. So no. Oh, so actually trying to damage those mechs for salvage didn't matter. It's the convoy itself that matters. Look at all my stuff, pretty much untouched. A little bit of armor damage. Foot platoon, we didn't kill that. The Rhino support, that is the Grasshopper. Then the construction mech was the Grand Dragon. Kicked its leg off. Next, objective status. We prevented everyone from reaching north, and we captured all of this. We get everything. Unfortunately, we don't get any of it as salvage. This thing here would have been forced to withdraw as well because it It's not forced to withdraw, but it's destroyed because we legged it and it's down. So, finish. Oh, look at that. I'll take a uh, snipping tool. We're gonna take a little screenshot of that. So we got some armor, we got a hand actuator, a jump jet, some ammo, some body parts like torsos and things, some Inferno ammo, PPC. That's a good find. So not a whole lot of great stuff, but you know, not too shabby. It's 1.4 million C-bills worth of stuff. Cool. I like it. Not too bad. Advance a day. And then the mechs have come back. So we're going to scout with the hover lance. We found something. When it hangs like that, when there's a delay. All right, so what kind of mission is that? It's a interception defense. Enemy forces are on the move, heading towards an objective. We will control the battlefield at the end. So they're trying to get they're trying to get south to north. Do I have to use any specific force? I don't. I could use my maneuver force again to stop that if I wanted to. All right, so let's scout the map a little bit more with our patrol. There's a pivotal engagement. That'll happen the day after the defense. Cool. So it's going to be another city fight. All right, we'll worry about that next time. In the meantime, we can go forward one day, get our lance back. We can mass repair everything. Grasshopper just needs some armor replacements. Then we just need parts to arrive for the Battle Master, and we'll get it up and running. Very cool. All right, yep, that'll be it. That's a wrap. We have one hospital bed in use. Oh, this is our prisoner who this is the missile specialist. I did want to take a look at that. So we go to our prisoners. Can we recruit them? We could free them. How do you... Is there no way to recruit them? What if we replace the missing limb? Whoa. 200,000 C-bills for someone who we're not sure if they would even join us or not. We'll hold off on that. If they want to join us, maybe we can help them out. But until then, all right, that's it. Appreciate y'all being here, especially if you stuck through this one. It was pretty cool. We got a nice little haul of stuff, and I'll see you next time.